Morning America, how are we doing today? We are going to review today the Lanmodo Vast Pro night vision system. Yes, long word, that's what it is. It's a night vision system. Is it a dash cam? Well, yeah, it is that, but it's a night vision system. That's where they're marketing this thing, is that you can see in the night a lot better than you can with your own headlights or your own eyeballs, okay? And it does work. It works quite well at night. That's where it really shines, is at night. Yeah, shines at night, like a flashlight, shines at night. Anyway, I've already unboxed this thing and I've been using it for about 3 weeks out on the road, getting some footage for you. And what comes in the box, we'll show you here. You pull the lid off and the camera sits in this little styrofoam, snuggie that it sits in, nice and safe. It's all wrapped up in plastic. You get different mounts. You've got a suction cup mount that you can put upside or right side like this and hang the camera upside down, or you can hang it this way and hang the camera right side up, or you have a dash mount. It's got this sticky stuff. It's not glue, but it's real sticky, and you can lay it on your dash and it ain't gonna go anywhere. And this thing will mount upright like this, okay? I mounted mine to the dash, okay? It comes with cords and a couple of other instruction manual. It comes with cords. It comes with one cord plugs into your ECM port, okay? This is why I'd use it in a car. You plug this in, it won't work. This is not the same kind of ECM on a semi. It won't work on a semi, but it'll work on your car. You plug this into the ECM port and run this up there, and it leaves your sockets for your cigarette sockets, your power sockets. It leaves those open, okay? So this would be really good in the car. In the semi, I had to use the one in the cigarette lighter or power socket, and I used that. When I mount this thing permanently, after this review's done and everything, I didn't want to cut cords or anything like that, but I would probably cut this cord and mount it straight to the power outlet for the CB up there. That way there won't be any cords running anywhere. It'll be all tucked up in there real nice and neat. So there's your cords. Comes with a little screwdriver to adjust that mounting thing. Instruction manual. They even sent me a 128 gig data card, which is about a day's worth of video, okay? That'll last about 24 hours, roughly, okay? And then they sent me a little card reader that USB, that little card, you can plug that in and put it in your USB on your computer, okay? So I got those cords, accessories, screwdriver, manual, that's what comes in the box, along with the two mounting. All right, so let's get to the camera itself. All right, the camera itself, it looks like a rear view mirror. So when you're driving down the road, it looks like you're looking in a rear view mirror, but instead of reflecting what's behind you, it shows you a camera, what's in front. All right, now on the top, it has some buttons. It's got a power button, some kind of looping button. I'm not sure what that does. I'm reading the manual. I never had to use it, so it must not be too important. It's got a menu button, so you can go through the menu and got your left and right or up and down menu scroll, okay? It's not a touch screen, so you have to go through all the buttons. But once you get it set, you're done. You don't need to ever touch those again. And then it's got OK button, or the accept button. So whatever you set it on, you can accept it and then whatever. The menu's not terribly complicated or anything. I won't go into it in detail, but things like record times, a dash cam records in segments. It's not one huge long video. It records in like three, I think this one will go 1, 3, and 5 minute blocks. It's something like that, I don't remember. I think I have it set on 5-minute blocks. So every 5 minutes, it'll cut off and start a new video. So when you're downloading, oh, they had an accident at 2:30 in the afternoon, you can go on a computer, once you've set the clock on this thing, you can go on a computer and look for 1:30 in the afternoon, click on it, and there's the video you need. You don't have to scroll through 24 hours of video. So there are all these little, just like all dash cams are like that for the most part. All right, so what else? Once you get this all set, there's brightness, screen brightness, how bright the screen itself is, so it doesn't affect your eyes at night. Somebody asked me about that. Now, Stan, is that going to blind you at night because that bright screen? Well, if you have it right here in front of your eyes and trying to drive looking at this thing, I would say yes, because it's bright enough. If it's right in front of your face, it kind of blinds you from what's down in the window, with your regular eyes. I don't mount it that way. I mount it over on the passenger window. I angle it toward me a little bit, and then the lens it's like a ball socket. You can move it around, okay? And I just aim it all the way to the left, and mount it over here in the passenger window, and it works perfect. It worked just fine sitting right there. It's not in my line of sight, so it's not affecting my night vision at all, and it worked fine sitting over there. All right, so one of the other things in the menu is if you mount it on your dash, it's upright. The little ball is on the bottom, you know, where your mount is, and it sits on the dash, and it's nice and sturdy there. I mounted mine with the suction cup on the windshield, and I hung it upside down. And inside the menu, you can twist that, so flip it, so it'll record in the proper orientation. All right, somebody else was asking me about the camera. Oh, that's probably an infrared camera. It picks up infrared light. Well, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's just a regular camera, and the trick to getting the low, the bright night vision is just they've cranked the ISOs way the heck up, okay? And anybody that knows much about cameras at all, if you crank the ISOs way up, the footage gets kind of grainy. Well, it is. During the day, it's a pretty good camera. It's a 1080p, and it's a decent daytime camera. Nothing wrong with it at all. At night, the footage gets a little bit grainy, but it's because you crank the ISOs. So if I've got a choice, in cameras, like in a lot of things in life, you take this away to get this. If you want more of this, you're gonna take that away, okay? You're not gonna get perfect, nighttime vision with today's technologies they have, okay? What they've done is crank the ISOs way up, and this is automatically does. During the day, it runs fine, but apparently there's a sensor on here somewhere, I'm guessing, that senses when it gets dark. And once it gets dark, it cranks the ISOs way up, so it looks like daytime at night. It works really, really well. Now, and we're gonna get into some footage that I shot in different locations and different times and everything, and we'll get to that, and I'll explain all of that in detail here shortly. Now, as far as the IR, they were asking, people were asking about the IR. Some dash cams have actual LED bulbs lined up around the edges of them that shine out and actually light things up outside. The problem with those is they're not very bright. They're like a flashlight. You turn the flashlight on, click, and it might show the car that's in front of you a little bit, but it won't show way down the highway. It's not like a spotlight. They light up, and the camera will pick up the infrared light and amplify that and everything. I don't think that's what this one does. It doesn't have any infrared lights on it or anything. I don't think it works off the infrared spectrum. I think it works off of this regular light spectrum, but like I said, they just crank the ISOs way up. All right, now let's get into the footage. I really wanted to show you the footage on this because that's the most important thing. Now, on regular dash cams, okay, on a regular dash cam, the footage is really nice during the day. A lot of dash cams nowadays are 4K. 4K dash cam, and man, they're just really clear and whatever during the day. But come night, man, they really suffer at night. All you can see is just the headlight glow right on the highway right in front of you, but you can see with your eye quite a ways down the road, but the dash cam's not picking it up. This one, at night, a lot of times, it will look like daytime outside. I mean, it's just amazing the difference. Now, all right, let's go through some of the footage I've got here, and this is regular daytime footage driving around this curve on this 4-lane road. And as you can see, it's zoomed in quite a bit. Now, why is it? Well, the lens on this thing is only a 45 degree. Most dash cameras have about 160, 170 degree viewing angle, like a fisheye lens, like a GoPro. This is more like, it's not a telephoto, it's just like a normal lens camera. And as you can see, the difference between this footage and this footage, there's the difference. Here's a regular dash cam angle, and here's the Lanmodo angle, okay? As you can see, it crops it down quite a bit. That's one of the negatives of this camera. I think there's a lot of very, very positive things about this, but that's one of the negatives. I wish it had a much wider field of view. Maybe they can do that in the next rendition of this. I don't know what their plans are, but that would be a good suggestion for me, is to widen the angle up. You got to remember, this thing is not marketed as a dash cam. It's marketed as a night vision system that happens to record, okay? I keep calling it a dash cam, and it's really not a dash cam. Okay, here's some more footage. This is on the late afternoon. You can see the shadows on the highway and everything. The sun's setting off to the west on the right side of me. I'm heading south on this shot. And daytime camera works fine. It's a little shaky because of the because it's zoomed in. A regular dash cam is widened out a lot, and you don't notice the shakiness. But when you zoom in, it's just like a telephoto lens or something. When you really zoom in, it's hard to hold it steady. Same kind of, it's not shaking that much. It's just because it's zoomed in, it looks like it's shaking a lot. All right, now here's one I'm really wanting to show you. This is at dark. This is actually dark outside. The sun is below this horizon, and it looks like daytime. See the car coming at us has headlights on. See the car in front of me has taillights on, lights up ahead. Those are signs on the side of the road that are reflecting back at me. I mean, it really, really picks up light well. Here is the difference. This is a different dash cam. See the difference? Night and day difference, okay? Like I said, the sun is actually below this horizon, and it's pretty dark outside. I mean, I've got my headlights on and you can't even see the headlights yet, okay? All right, now this is nighttime. This is absolutely pitch black, dark night, okay? And there's no moon, there's overcast sky. It was about ready to rain. It is dark outside. If I turn the lights out, I wouldn't be able to see the road, period, okay? This is headlights only, and you can actually see the trees on the side of the road, and if there was a deer in the ditch, you'd be able to see it. I mean, it's quite amazing. Here is a regular dash cam on the same highway in the same spot, okay? Huge difference, okay? I mean, I'm really amazed at how well this thing amplifies what little light it has. Here's a rain. It was raining cats and dogs, and it's really hard to see for me with my eyes. As you can see, it's affecting the camera too. It's just bad night to be driving, okay? But the funny thing is, with my own eyes, I can't see the raindrops. With this thing, I can see the raindrops hitting the ground. It's really amazing. All right, so what are the positive and negative of this thing? And the positives are really good night vision, really good night vision. The problems with it at night are when they crank the ISOs, the footage gets real grainy. But as I said, what would you rather have? Grainy footage that you can see, or clear footage that's so dark you can't use it, okay? You can't tell what's going on, okay? This really works good at night. Daytime, it's an average camera. It's okay, nothing bad, nothing wonderful about it. It's okay. It's just a 1080p camera, and it does its job. The bad things I don't like about it are the narrow field of view. I really wish it had a wider field of view, and that's about the only con I can say about the thing. It's just really, it does its job. What they advertise, what they say this thing will do, it does extremely well. You can't ask it. Everybody's always looking for the perfect camera, okay? You want the perfect camera that weighs as much as a GoPro. It zooms like some huge telephoto lens. It works in the bright sun, looking at the sun. It works great at night. Well, you can't get that in every camera. One camera can't do all those things. I mean, it's amazing how good your eyes are compared to mechanical cameras. They can adjust very well, whereas a mechanical camera can't. So I guess what am I saying here? It does what it advertises. They say it's a night vision system, and it is. It is a very good night vision system. Is it a dash cam? It works as a dash cam. There are better regular dash cams out there, but only during the day. At night, they all fall apart. This thing really works good at night. A good possibility is use a regular dash cam during the day and use this thing for night driving. What I really wanted this thing for was to record accidents. I'm not going to use it driving down the road and looking at it while I'm driving. I want to set it over in the corner and kind of forget about it. If there's an incident of some type, a deer runs out in front of me, or a driver cuts me off or whatever, then yeah, I'll be able to revert back to showing this footage. All right, you say, Stan, I want to buy one of them. How are you going to do it? Well, you can go to Lanmodo website, and I'll put the link in the description down below. I think she said they're going to be on sale on Amazon too. I don't know if the link, if my discount code will work on Amazon though. I think it will, but I'm not sure. But if you want my discount code, go to their website, lanmodo.com, and I'll link it below. And you put this discount code in, you get $30 off. All right. So yes, it's a very, very nice camera. I don't know what the full price is. I looked it up. I don't remember off the top of my head, but you can get $30 off of whatever their advertised price is if you go to their website. And maybe if you go to Amazon, I'm not sure. Okay. Anyway, yeah, it's a good quality camera. Like I said, the only negative I really can see with it is the 45-degree angle versus a really wide 170-degree angle. Maybe they had to do that narrow angle for the reason of the night vision would work better that way. I don't really know. I'm not a technician or an engineer on cameras, so I don't know what they can and can't do with them. This is what I've learned about the thing, and I like it. I'm glad I have it. So with that, I'm going to let you go, and I hope you enjoyed this review. And think of me. Think of me when you buy one. Y'all take care. Take care. Ciao. Bye.